Okay. Okay, let's start to settle into your seat. Taking a few breaths as you are. And let's start like this. Just hold your hands up in front of you. And we're just offering, you can have your eyes closed or gently open. Just feel that you are receiving the energy of those who we practice with right now. That you are receiving support. And you are also offering these things out. And just feel into your palms, anything you feel there as you receive and offer out good energy, good support, good presence. And as you are on your mat and about to engage in your own practice, then take all of that as you inhale, lengthen tall. And as you exhale, bring these hands together at your heart. So either the palms together, or you can rest your hands, fold them right over your heart space if you wish. And bowing your chin. And just resting your attention here. Connecting to your heart space. The simple flow of your breath. And here in this position, I deeply welcome you, honor your presence and your practice and into sharing this time together. I welcome you here. And feel that in your heart and offer that to yourself. You would tell yourself, I am welcome here. I welcome myself to my practice and to being in my own presence. On your next inhalation, lengthen yourself tall, lift your chin to parallel and exhale, staying here. And inhale fully, hold your breath at the top. Exhale. And open practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Bowing your chin. Pause here for a full breath in, full breath out. Then inhale and exhale. Release your hands to your thighs. Lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, friends. So let's start with a downward facing dog. And I'm also going to say this, as you move into your setting yourself up, if you have a wall close by, we are going to lift one leg up at a time. And you could set that one foot at the wall if you like. Okay. Okay, so take your time, move slowly with reverence as you make your way onto your hands and your knees. Pressing yourself up and back. Taking a few breaths here, moving in whatever way makes sense for you. It feels nice to just rock front to back or side to side, pedal your feet, release your head. Feel like you can almost stretch yourself out from your day a little bit here. So you might move your ribs a little bit side to side. You do that at the same time as you bend your knees or just playing. Good. And then dropping into child's pose or staying here for another 5-10 breaths if you like. And then we'll all just meet in child's pose. Whenever we get here, just taking time to rest into this grounding posture. And notice if your breath feels restricted, your body feels tight, just acknowledging and receiving that. Take one full breath in here, then a full breath out, and then coming back up to your hands and your knees and move back to downward facing dog. You could stay on hands and knees. So whichever one. I'm just going to walk myself back a little closer to the wall. And then we'll bring the big toes to touch. Lift one leg up high to the sky. You can tuck the toes under, press into the wall, or just lift the leg up to the sky. Extend through your arms. Press out through your heels. And then release that leg and change. Lift the other one up and just stretch yourself out here. Okay, and then release and come back into child's pose. If you prefer to just sit, that's fine too. Just pausing into your breath and into your stillness. Good. Okay. All right, let's come to hands and knees, and we'll just take a few cat-cows. Maybe the toes are tucked under just to stretch the feet, spread your fingers, and just move through your cat and your cow. And this is, one of those poses, this cat, cow, even downward dog, that we want to be able to do in some form for as long as we can. You just feel this is your spine mobility, shoulder mobility, hip mobility, neck mobility. And when all of this stuff, these places are nice and open, then we have more space for the breath to move. Good. Take 2 more. And then yogi's choice from here, either child's pose or downward facing dog, or just sitting if you wish. Okay, we're going to take it into plank just to come down onto the tummy. So if you're on, child's pose, come to your hands and knees and just bring yourself into your plank and then lower all the way down. And we'll just take a few cobras here. So maybe with your hands placed underneath your shoulders, just rock your hips a little bit side to side. And then extending through your legs, you inhale, just curl up, and you're just opening your chest. So it might just be a little bit. You might just lift yourself up. The hands might stay on the floor, or you can maybe take the hands off, or maybe you come up all the way. And then release. From whatever you did, we're just going to do 2 more cobras. So just lifting, arching your back, nice and slow. If the legs want to open wide, let that happen. And you might stay low and then lower all the way down and pause, rock your hips, and come back for your last cobra, whatever version. Just lifting your heart, your head, opening and releasing. And then resting on your tummy. And just pause on your tummy, just nothing to do, just breathing here. And we're going to move into a simple, when I say simple, I never mean easy, but a simple hip opener. So from here, anchor your hands, lift your head, and take your hands back into that cobra position, just so you can rock side to side and bring your legs together. Okay, so I'm going to start with my left leg. So you'll roll onto the right side of your body and just take that left knee out. So the knee comes in line with your hip, knee and ankle in line. And then you can bring yourself back onto your tummy. You might slide that knee out. And then you can go, oh, that feels a little uncomfortable. Maybe I need a blanket to go underneath the knee. In which case, grab one and just place it there. Then once you're settled, we're just going to come back to rest. We'll take the hands back underneath the head. The head might turn to the right. Okay, but if that's not good, just keep it to the left or forehead to the hands. Good. And then we just melt ourselves in here a few breaths. If your left hip is really lifting up off the floor, that's kind of where the work is. It's in softening the front of the hip crease. And so that's okay if it's really lifting. Just maybe adjust, make little movements, see if you can bring some more comfort in. And whatever that is, so that you can really start to let go through the left side. And then letting the muscles of your neck soften, jaw soften. Notice if your right leg is clenching, tension at all, and let that go too. Melt your belly, your back, any place else you can. And then start to feel, is there room for you to breathe a little more deeply? And to feel where you're breathing. What's moving with your breath? Okay, so just 5 more breaths here, just like this. And then we'll bring that leg back in. Just come back to rest on your tummy with both legs extended. And you want to rock your hips a little bit and then drop in to do nothing, like Shavasana on your tummy. Just feel. Okay. And then second side. So you might take your hands back for cobra position. Just so you can roll onto your left side and take that right knee out. And same thing, the knee's going to line up with the hip as best as you can, and the ankle in line with the knee. And then maybe you slide that side out a little more so you come more onto your tummy, and that right hip bone, inner hip, might come closer to the floor. And if not, prop up, make it nice for yourself. And then change the placement of your hand. So whatever hand is on top, switch. And hopefully it's comfortable to look to the left. That's where you're going. And feeling the breath as this entryway to really release any place you're holding. And that could be along the left leg, maybe somewhere around that right hip. So the front of the hip, maybe you're clenching a little bit in the glutes, even in the muscles of your face. Just really being with all of that for the next few breaths. Just releasing, melting, consciously letting go. And then coming back to neutral, or belly down, Shavasana, and just resting and feeling what's happened to the hips, the back. Okay, so from here, my friends, we come to child's pose again. And this time we're going to take the knees very wide apart. So just pressing yourself up and over and separating the knees as wide as you feel you could. The feet might go wide out too, but if that's no good, you just put it wherever it needs to be. And then, you might start on the forearms if you're very wide, or even on your hands. As long as there's no discomfort, if it just feels like it's opening, then you might rock a little bit, just kind of find some space, and then melt down. And we're here for 5 breaths from here. And as you finish your 5th exhalation, then we'll come back up. And I'm just going to sit with the knees right together, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet on the floor. And I know this isn't happy for everybody, so just do whatever you need to do. Just sit for a few moments. Good. Okay, so our final pose before we move into our meditation will be pigeon. And if you want to do pigeon on your back, I'll just show super quick. I'm going to do pigeon on my front. But if pigeon on the back is better for you, that's this. And you can even have the foot resting at the wall. Otherwise, from here, we'll just come in from hands and knees or downward dog, either one. I'm going to go from hands and knees. And I'll just take that. I'll start with the left knee is going to just move to the outside of the left wrist. So it's outside. And I move the foot up and then walk the back leg back. And then move a little bit side to side, or whatever you need to do. You can put a blanket underneath your left hip. You can come onto your forearms. And just release ourselves. Bless me. Thank you. Okay. So make this work for you. If you like to go all the way down, forehead to the floor, that's fine too. If you're rocking your body this whole time we're here, that's fine. So however you're in your pigeon, and just dropping in again. Whatever you can release to invite in a little heaviness, a little spaciousness. And following your breath. Okay, we're going to take 2 more breaths. And then we'll release to some sort of neutral. So that could be sitting cross-legged or sitting on your heels the way we were a moment ago. It could also be child's pose. Or if you're on your back, just feet to the floor and just pausing. We'll just take a few more breaths here. Just letting the body start to, come into this place of greater connection and softening. Okay, and then as you're ready, you'll move into your second side. So you might come from downward dog, hands and knees, whichever one. The right knee is going to go to the outside of the right wrist. And then set the left leg down, walk it back. Okay, and then swaying on your hands, on your forearms, whatever works for you. You need a prop underneath your right hip, do that. So you're just receiving this great opening. This is the sciatica buster. If you're doing it on your back, you're doing it on your front, it's the opening of that hip, that outer hip. So moving in a way that keeps you curious. And you could even be curious, not moving, and still explore everything that's happening. The places that you clench and where you can release yourself more deeply and allow the flow of breath to massage and to feed and to nourish. Good. We move again into a final few breaths here, so letting them count. Good. And then coming back into your version of neutral, whatever that is. So sitting cross-legged or on your back, all that good stuff. Good. Okay. We'll just stretch the legs out. If you're on your back, that's fine too. You can stretch your legs out and just move your feet in and out. So big toes towards each other out a few times. And even let the feet be loose. So as you shake, the legs are a little bit like jelly and just moving. Good. Okay. All right, friends. So we're going to come to socks and foot massage. If you wish to use an oil or a cream, that's fine. Otherwise, you don't have to. Just love your feet up with your hands and place your socks on if you have them. Just massaging the top and the bottom of your feet, the heel, the soft arch, and the center line of your foot. Just noticing, where's the callous skin grow? Where are the hard parts of your foot? And where are the soft, tender parts? In between your toes, is that a soft part? Is it tender? How are the nails? How do they grow? Do they feel healthy or brittle, weak? Bunions, all those things that happen to the feet. It's just an opportunity to just acknowledge, send love in. Some of it is birth given, and some of it is habit given. Okay, so I'm just going to sock this foot up and then I'll have to give it a nice one more little rub with the sock on. Feels nice. And then switch. Same thing. Top and the bottom. Heel. Oh. Yes. Now exploring this foot. Notice even the temperature of your foot. Which parts are warm, which parts are cold, and offer them what they need. Okay. Good. We'll sock this one and give it a little outer sock love. All right, and then once you've done that and socked up, then we'll create our space to either sit in your meditation, if that's what you'd like to do, or lie down. And it's almost like an extended Shavasana. So I'll say this too, if you're by your wall and you want to do legs up the wall for 10, 15 minutes, which is nice, long legs up the wall, then that's fine too. And I'll let you guys know when we are in our final 5 minutes. And you can change positioning then. If you'd like to move into regular Shavasana, but you have the freedom to shift your position at any time you need to. Yes. Well, we have a new moon tomorrow night. So first new moon of 2021. And new moons are this place of quiet, of darkness, of planting, and starting to dream into that darkness. So let's take that idea of planting. And so it's kind of been a theme for the last few months. This is the time of planting your dreams deep within you and letting them grow and flourish along with the seasons. So, okay. Again, so I'm assuming that you're settled and just letting your hands settle wherever they end up. And as you arrive, just tuning into the energy around you. Just feel that energy that emanates, all around you, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, the front and the back, the sides, all around. Just feeling into the space around you. You might feel it as a blanket or as a cushion. You might even see this energy or energetic field with a color. Just noticing what you feel. If you don't see anything, maybe you just feel it. You're very aware that you are being held, cocooned by your own energy. Just feeling yourself curious about your own energy field and how it feels to you. And if you feel protected, and starting to notice that this energy field is deeply connected pardon me, sorry, to the flow of your breath. So even feeling that as you breathe in, this energy field can move in closer, maybe even into your body. And as you breathe out, it expands out. And it might also be a very small movement. However you are receiving this, make little adjustments in your seated posture as you need to. So you continue to support yourself. Letting the breath be that middle point, that place that connects your inner world, your outer world. So you start now to bring your awareness, your attention inside, just connecting to that flow of breath inside of you. Connecting to that invitation for space and for release. Beginning to feel that breath moving you through your heart space, through the upper chest, the front and the back. Even expanding through the sides of the ribs. And you might have to assist the breath here, or maybe it's happening naturally. Feeling that your breath is fanning, the heart, the energy of the heart, the fires of the heart. Being with the breath, expanding as you inhale through the front, the back, the sides of your heart space. And as you exhale, just feeling a gentle hug into the center of your chest. Feeling this place in your body expand so much that your awareness can drop right into your heart space. As if you yourself could go and sit in front of your own heart and listen, to just be there. Even seeing the heart space as a color, maybe a vibrant crystal, like a pink quartz, rose quartz, brightly illuminated, sending out its own love power. Your heart space feels bathed, renewed, soft and open, very receptive. Almost like you could have a conversation with your own heart. And to feel the love and the joy that this very tight bond, deep relationship you have with your own heart. Just listening and waiting, receiving whatever the heart is going to share with you here. Whatever you are willing to listen to and to actually really receive. Once you've received the messages of the heart and you feel you have the seeds, and almost feeling yourself sliding down to the mid-waist section of your body, what we call the maybe upper belly, sides of the waist, the soft midsection. Start to bring your breath into this place where the diaphragm lives. You can feel your expanding midsection as you breathe in and the softening as you breathe out. Feel yourself holding the dreams of your heart here at the solar plexus, this place of fire, this place of the sun. It was heating up your dreams and creating the perfect temperature and fertility to plant your dreams. Now guiding your awareness down to the very base of your spine, the base of your perineum. This place of your soul star, your earth center. This place of stability and security and safety. And when we have that, when we feel secure and safe and stable, then we are able to move beyond the basic needs, taking care of the basic needs, to taking care of our basic needs. Planting the seeds of your heart's desires deep into the base of you, deep into your earth center. Create the space here for your dreams to be nourished by bringing the breath deep into this pelvic bowl. Softening your jaw, sides of your neck, so that this place can open and you can feel your breath being received here, creating space. Breathing into this first chakra center, your earth center, the very base of your spine, the base of the perineum. And as you feel this place open, maybe now, maybe 10 breaths from now, maybe 20 breaths from now. As you feel this place open, feel that you are creating the perfect conditions to plant your seeds. You might even visualize yourself planting these seeds, and maybe they resemble a stone, a ruby, clear quartz. Whatever you see, maybe they look like seeds. You see yourself planting them deep, deep, deep within you. You feel your body just hugging these seeds, cocooning them, keeping them safe. Feel your heart and the joy of your heart. That you've taken the time to simply be here and to receive these seeds. Feel the seeds being nourished by the water center just below the navel. And the solar center is shining down and feeding, nourishing the water, nourishing the earth, nourishing the seeds you planted of your deepest desires. Whether you know what they are, whether you can name them or not. It's this idea of receiving and expanding and opening yourself to more joy, more happiness, more fun, more presence. And just resting in your stillness here, exactly as you are. You feel you wish to change the position of your hands, and just go with what feels good. So hands resting on your body or touching, bringing the hands together in some way. Staying with your expansive breath and this receptive body. And staying in the position you're in, if you're happy, or changing into different form of shavasana for next few moments or minutes together if you wish. Staying as you are. Just becoming aware of that energy field around you. Whatever shape you're in, just feel for these next few moments that you can really rest into that energy field. You are held and supported and surrounded by your own energy. Your own loving, compassionate, kind, good energy. And how can you soften and relax yourself into that unseen support? You might even feel it holding you back, like holding you. Deciding if you wish to stay in your restful place as we seal this class. And that's totally fine and lovely. And if you're ready to come out and just making little movements, even if you're still sitting, then you also will just do little movements in the fingers and the toes. Kind of find your way in. Good. And then whatever time you need to take to come to seated, then take that. We'll just meet in seated with the hands together at the heart whenever you get here, or not getting here too is fine. Just pausing for some quiet gratitude, reverence, and devotion. Feeling and receiving into your own loving heart and to the seeds that you planted in this meditation. Maybe they'll come to fruition in this moon cycle, and maybe not. Maybe they're the seeds you plant that will be nourished throughout this year. I'm just feeling into that unseen presence of your own fertile body, your own potency and potential. On your next inhale, lengthen yourself tall, and exhale as you are. We'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy, and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bow your chin. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. Offer this to yourself, to your loved ones, and to all of us here. Have a beautiful night, my friends. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.